Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan. Welcome to my Viewer's Choice Plan with me for April 28th through May 4th. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Well, Viewer's Choice this month is going to involve nothing but happy planner stickers in my Erin Condren Life Planner. I took a poll in my Facebook group, Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle, and the choice of my friends over there was to use Happy Planner stickers. And then when I told them that all I have was old Happy Planner stickers, I said, should I buy a new Happy Planner sticker book or use the old ones? And overwhelmingly, they voted use the old ones. What my viewers say goes this week. So since I was not allowed to go out and buy a new Happy Planner sticker book, I did take the liberty of going through all of those books I just showed you and pulling out some things that I might use, might not use. I really pulled this sheet out just because I love that tree. And I wrote the name of the sticker book on the back of these. So if you see any stickers that I use that you wonder if you have, I can tell you, I'll kind of say as I go where the sticker came from. And here's a look. I can tell now that I won't be able to use all of these. I was just kind of pulling anything that I thought might work and everything that I thought might work. So here is a review for my sake as well as just a preview for your sake of, and I got this one out just for pizza night, of what I pulled out of those sticker books. And I need event labels always, so I went with gold because I thought that might tie everything together since the colors might be a bit mismatched. And there's a birthday this week, so I got out that sheet, but then I saw this one. I'm probably going to use the birthday one. There's a payday this week, so I got that out. Laundry sticker there, grocery shopping. And I always do my own nails on the weeks when I don't get a real manicure. So got those manicure stickers. And then I got these out for the full boxes. And really, they don't look like they match. But what I was focusing on was gold, basically, or neutral. So there's two here that might work. This one might work. This one and this one, since we're going into the peach or cherry blossom color scheme. This one might work. We're just going to see what happens. Oh my goodness. And these are not allowed. These are Erin Condren stickers that I placed already, and they're just going to have to go. It is viewer's choice, and this one's been on for almost a year, maybe 10 months, so it's very attached to the page, and I ripped it a little bit, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll be able to cover that with a sticker. All right, I feel like this is sort of like the Hatfields and the McCoys, like a ride or something. Although I'm sure that Happy Planner and Erin Condren get along very peaceably. We're just going to do something that, I don't know, I don't ever do. I'm starting with full boxes for piano lessons, and I put the more colorful ones over here, the ones that feature kind of gold over here or beige. And I really like those. I think they're really pretty. And I like that pattern. So what is different about these is that they have a scalloped edge. This almost has a mid-century circles pattern, but not quite. That might look good with some of these more colorful ones. And then we have this peach that matches there. This would work very well. The sunglasses are cute, and it might work. And the bicycle looks like a nice springtime box. And this is a full box, isn't it? Yeah, that's a full box. I don't know if it's 1.5 inches. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's 1.5 inches. Okay, so that would work. And so let's limit it to these now and decide. Bloom, the bicycle, that one, all three of those work. So let's just get a fourth one to go with that. I don't think these are the vibe. I'm going to rule that out. This one looks pretty good, but this one looks better. Well, look, this. We're going to do these for piano lessons. That settles it because they all have like some girls on them. And these are longer than the Erin Condren full boxes. So how far will they take us down? They'll take us into this. Now, why don't I do this? Let's go all the way to the bottom because I don't have any fat washi in any of these sticker books. So let's do this. And to take some of this cherry blossom and put it over here, or peach. I think of the color peach when I see these, but they call it cherry blossom at Erin Condren. And I forgot I wasn't going to use that. So let's see. Is there any peach? Sort of in this one. Let's put this here. They still have their sticky. And of all my old sticker books, Squad Goals is not the oldest, so maybe that's why it has such good sticky. And maybe Happy Planner stickers don't lose their sticky. I don't know. Bloom. It's the wrong purple, but I think if I bring it over here, well, that matches really great. Should I try to pull them together by pulling purple over here, or do what matches? I'm going to do what, well, I don't know. Okay, me saying I don't know and second guessing myself is going to happen this whole time. So just be ready for that. And I like this better. So we're just going to do it. Okay, and then to say that these are piano lessons, why don't we get out the gold event stickers? Just to stay in the spirit of not using any of my Erin Condren stickers, I will extend that to no Erin Condren accessories. So I'm not even going to use my pen that has my Pilot V5 refill in it that I love. Instead, I'll use this Simply Gilded pen and write piano on 4 of these event labels. And I should also pop an 1/8 note beside each piano. And then we'll figure out where we want to put these, whether it's on the sticker or above it. So on the sticker would work definitely well for this one and even that one, but it's going to cover up her. It would be like a headband for her. So let's don't do that. Let's go above and center it between the divider and the sticker. Like that. Okay, I'm not going to be very conversational, I don't think, because this is definitely difficult. Well, no, it's not difficult. It's different than what I'm used to. I cannot make that straight. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. So I had a play date with one of my grandchildren today for about an hour and a half. We had a very good time playing with little Easter eggs and using them like drumsticks and banging on the steps out front. That was really fun. Okay, are we happy? I think so. Now what about a focal point up here? I usually put a full box up there. So do we go back to some of these? There's Do All the Things, Happy Mama, Happy Life. Well, I could be Happy Nene, Happy Life. And of course, like the watercolor looking things are great. Do All the Things. I don't know. I don't really say that. Let's try. I don't say this either, but Happy Mama, Happy Life. Let's just cover that up and we'll white out what shows through, which is the big, bold April. And I'll also white out the headers of the days of the week. And see how that looks. I think it's cute. All right. Okay, so that was from Squad Goals. Nope, it was from Supermom, the Supermom book. And this is from a book called Colorful Boxes. So that's what I've used so far. These were also from, nope, these were a combination. I think this one might have been from Supermom. I've forgotten now. But most of them were from Squad Goals. I do know that. Okay, now for my memory verse, should I put a Happy Planner sticker over here in the sidebar? I think I should. And should it be lined or dot grid? I mean, graph. Here's what lined looks like. And here's what graph looks like. I like graph. Instantly I chose that. Okay, and then we'll put this one back. It's just different, you know, and it probably has kind of a Happy Planner feel to it. And now I think we're finished with both of these. I can get these out of the list and make my decision making a little less complicated. How about a checklist on Saturday and Monday? I usually have that. And this book is so old that it actually has no name on it. And I believe it has some, I'll show you the cover of it maybe, but maybe not, because you can't get it anyway, but you might have it. But this is in one that is so old. Just look for one that you have that does not have a name on it. This might be it. And we're going to put our to-do list all the way down at the bottom, just like the full boxes for piano. And they're shorter. Look at that. They're shorter than these. And I'll put this one like that. Okay, they're even kind of yellowing a little bit. And I have some to-do stickers somewhere, but this is not them. But I don't need these anymore, so we're going to take this out of the mix and make things easier. I have some weekend stickers. Lazy weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be a lazy weekend, but it might be. And do these fit? Look, the purple. That's that color. What if I brought it over here? How big is this? Not big enough. So I would need to center it if I used it. So let's save it. I might use it. And there's an orange one. Let's check out this one that would match this color. That's kind of nifty too. Okay, so it's either a busy weekend or a lazy weekend. I kind of like having a lazy weekend. So that's going to settle that for me, just the text on it. Then we're going to get rid of this sheet now. Look at these washi strips. It's on this sheet here, and I don't really see anything that matches really well. The black and white might work, and it is long enough to be a nice backer for that. So those could go together. I'm also drawn to this polka dot one, which might look good with these because it does pull up this color, and a little bit of that. Let's see how it looks with Lazy Weekend. Let's choose. I think I'm going to go with this because this is kind of playful. So we will do a polka dotted washi and layer it with this. And I'm going to need tweezers so I can see how to center it. There we are. I like that look, and might end up using this, might not, but I'm going to save it. Maybe it'll be in my stash for another 10 years. What do you say we do something I never do and count my steps every day? Because this could be a little border of step stickers. And this color matches, this color matches. So that makes 6. And the 7th one could be the green, because that matches this one. So let's go peach or cherry blossom. We'll call it cherry blossom. Cherry blossom, lilac, green. Cherry blossom, lilac, green, cherry blossom. Okay. Let's see. And I have my Fitbit so it can tell me at the end of the day what my steps are. And will I fill it in? I don't know. I'm not going to be used to it because I never do that. I just look at my app and it tells me at the end of the week, basically, or anytime I want to see it, how I'm doing with my steps. All right. It's not quite cherry blossom, but it's pretty close. It's like a dark version of it. And we don't have washi, so we got to be creative. Does Happy Planner even make washi? I bet it does. I haven't shopped their stuff in a very long time, but I bet they do. They probably have some really cute washi. And last one is cherry blossom. Okay. And by the way, that was from Planner Basics. So this one was a newer book that did have a name. And the washi strips came from one that I think is really old. It was the No Name. And it has this on the cover. It has like a to-do sticker that's like a half circle, and then it has an arrow pointing that says note at the top. That's the best I can do for you. So the washi was from the super old one. This is from Planner Basics. I like these colorful to-do list headers that are on black. This comes from the productivity book, or at least a productivity book, and I'm going to put one above each of these checklists. Like that. The piano tuner is coming on Wednesday. So here is an appointment sticker that is sort of this color scheme. So I'm going to hang on to that and put it with a gold box most likely. We could also tell ourselves not to forget the piano tuner. This is from Supermom. Why don't we give Mom circles for Mom Day? And we've got this one, and this one that are kind of in the same color scheme as these. This is from Supermom, and I'm going to write Mom Day here, here, and here. And then let's decide how to place them. They're pretty wide, so yeah, they're bigger than the space, the width, but it's okay. We can just kind of overlap it, and I guess what I'll do is white this out because these are not super thick and you can sort of see through them. And I'm not sure if I want to see through. All right, I think I'll line the middle line here because it is lined up with where I whited out the divider, like that. And then we'll do this. That's so on the wrong day. Oh my goodness. And look how it did not pick up the whiteout. That's interesting. And I'm just going to have to put another sticker on top of that because that was definitely the wrong day. And take two. There we go. That is not centered, and I'm not taking that up again. Not going to. If I were in the habit of using these, maybe I wouldn't make a mistake like that, but it's okay. This is just for fun, right? There we go. And then we'll use the green one on Monday. And this is Tombow whiteout tape, by the way. It's my favorite. The color is a pretty close match for the Erin Condren paper. You can still see it, but from a distance, you don't really notice it at all. Okay, there's our Mom Days. And then the piano tuner is coming on this Wednesday here at 12:45. So I'm going to need to see Mom early. We'll pretend like that is early. And we're going to put our piano tuner. Maybe these don't have to be in order. We won't forget we have the piano tuner. I kind of want to use this up here. 12:45. No, let's put it down here. Don't forget piano tuner. We still need a base for that, like an event sticker to put that with. All right, here's a gold box. This is wider than the gold box, but I feel like I need to place it ahead of time. Appointment. It has a rounded edge on each side of the bottom of the sticker. So let's do it like that and write piano tuner. That's decent. And will it fit? Yes, I think it will. Right here. Okay, I think this is going pretty well so far. Thursday, I'm going to have a play date with my little buddy that I had a play date with today. And he's going to straddle this divider. If I imagine my time as I am right now, look at this. Still didn't quite pick up that whiteout. It's interesting. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this with my handy scraper right on the graph line. And on top of that, we're going to have an event sticker about this size, or exactly this size. Okay. Pop that on here. Perfect. My sister-in-law's birthday is here, so we're going to cover up that little smudge in the paper that I created. All right, there's this. These are transparent, so I don't know if this is what I want to use. We could go all golden with it, but how will it overlap? I don't know. Here's my other choice. I've got these cakes here. Not nearly as transparent, I don't think. That one looks really, really good. I really like that one. So that's a birthday cake. This is tough. I can't decide. I guess I'm going to go with this because the birthday sticker itself is kind of lots of gold. So let's put some color down and then put some gold. Is that still uncentered? I think it is. But it's okay. Oh, I could use the black one though, couldn't I? But no, the whole reason I did that pink and yellow cake is so that I could use gold here. How's that? Does that sparkle too much for you to see it? All right, and then I'm going to write my sister-in-law's name on the cake. And I used a gel pen, which was really not smart because that's going to smear for sure. Maybe it won't after a long time, but I'm not going to touch that. Okay, then let's go to Sunday and put church down. There is a church script sticker, and I'll use that with maybe this. Maybe I'll cover that up. I mean, there's no need to, but I just felt the urge to. And we have this script, which is a little see-through, but I think because of the black, it will pop and we'll be able to see it just fine. There we are. By the way, the birthday and cake stickers were from Essential Planning, both of those. The church sticker was from one of those super old books. Planner Basics is what it's called. And now I'm moving over to a squad goals sheet, and I'm going to choose one of these for the release of my kits on that day. The purple matches this, so maybe I will use purple and bring a little over here. Okay, so this is going to be July kit release. Okay, and this should fit here. For payday, I'm going to take this little flag that says notes, and I'm going to cover that up with payday. Of course, I thought it was bigger than that. It looked bigger, and that looked cuter. I'm not sure. Maybe I won't do that now. We could. It does match, doesn't it? That little top stripe is just the right color. So we could go like, I think I like that. And then we'll take the payday, and you don't even see the part that matches, so that did not matter. I think I'm going to trim this a little bit. I'm just cutting some of this white margin off so that we see a little bit more of the little flag. That is all. Hopefully not too much of it. Okay. How does that look? A little better. Okay, that's going to have to do, although I'm kind of semi-hating it. I don't even know how long my memory verse is going to be, but I really want to put this tree over here and center the tree trunk and then just trim off what hangs over the page. And we're going to pop a little bit of grass down here at the base. These are from Squad Goals, I think. Could be Supermom. Squad Goals. This is still really bugging me, so I'm going to take it up and do something different. Save that payday, and maybe I'll save that, but we need more to it. So it could be this. And this one. Now, I still don't like it. What if I pile on more stuff? Will I like it then? That looks really crazy. Somehow it's better than it was, but it doesn't look good. That's a little bit better, but look what I did there. I do have another cake. Let's see if this will come up. And, you know, this was where I had an Erin Condren sticker before, so the paper had already started to tear, and we are going to use a permanent pen this time. Cake. And birthday. Okay, permanent pen. Okay, I feel better having that done the right way anyway, so I'm kind of glad it smeared before I got any further along. Okay, what are we missing now other than maybe more event labels? Let's bring back this Squad Goals sheet and use 2 of these for filming here and here. We'll use this one and this one. I think maybe this one should go here and this one with the girl should go here because she's looking that way. And this one the same way. I feel like these 3 mom days are not colorful enough, so let's put maybe, or test, these todays. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. That makes those stand out a little bit more and kind of not be so plain. One more. And I really like that important sticker. I kind of wish that I had used that right there, but it's okay. There we are. That looks better. On these filming days, I'm sure that what I film will have something to do with planners. So let's just use these little planner pictures. And yes, they do look like they have discs, but they could also be spiral. For Sunday and Saturday, let's use these cute things. And I think I ought to use the purple. That might pull a little purple over here. Or let's just see what cherry blossom looks looks like. That really matches more, but I'm trying to make this cohesive. Okay, we're going to do this. And we're also going to line them up side by side. You want to do one of each? Let's do one of each. Those are really cute. My husband always brings home cool stuff from the Fresh Market on Friday, so I could use this grocery bag and write Fresh Market there. I could also use one of these. These kind of just match everything. Let's go like that. And like that, and write Fresh Market. And I would kind of like to scatter some event labels here and there for writing on later when I know more of what I'm going to be doing. So for example, right here, right here, there, here, memory verse header. Friday is always pizza night, and this may not look good, but I'm just going to go for it. I think that's fine. Before I film, I will most likely either touch up my nails or do like a fresh polish. That's a cute sticker. Let's go across and put some little flags to dress up those plain boxes a little bit. This is from Squad Goals. And I'm going to use purple, green, and pink. Oh, this is the exact color over here. So we need to use that one. For sure. And this light green. And that makes a big difference. It kind of makes it seem like those came with these more colorful stickers. And do the same thing here. Let's jazz up the laundry a little. I'm on a roll with these. Let's get ready to write the memory verse and just put a header there in handwriting. There we go. Now let's see how long the verse is. It's not very long. It is 2 verses, but it's not very long. 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 20 and 21. Knowing this, first of all, that no prophecy of Scripture comes from someone's own interpretation. For no prophecy was ever produced by the will of man, but men spoke from God as they were carried along by the Holy Spirit. last thing I want to do is just write that this was viewer's choice and that it is all Happy Planner stickers. It's also going to be lesson 16, so I'm just going to put a 16 maybe with a Sharpie like that. Here's a slow motion flyover of this viewer's choice all Happy Planner sticker spread. This was challenging and fun, and it also feels good to be using up some of my stash of Happy Planner stickers that I've had for over a decade. What I like to do at the end of my weekly plan with me is say a prayer for the upcoming week, and I invite you to join me if you'd like to. Most merciful and loving Father, thank you for welcoming us into your presence so that we can talk to you, praise you, thank you, show you our gratitude, and also lay our concerns and anxieties at your feet. We're not to be afraid. We are to trust you. Many of us have things on our plates this week that give us some nervous feelings or a little bit of anxiety, or worry that things might not go well, or that we have too much to get done and we won't finish it all. But Father, right now, we want to let all of that go and acknowledge that you are in control of everything. We can make our plans, but as it says in Scripture, even though we make the plans, you establish our steps. So we embrace that. We want to walk in the path that you lay before us. Lord, you will help us to complete what we truly need to get done. We only need to abide in you, to trust you, and to seek you every day, to refocus our attention on you every morning, and to whisper our prayers to you at night when you are as close as our pillow. Help us to remember to continually reaffirm that we are going to trust you this week with everything that troubles us or worries us, even things that we're excited about, things that we love, things that are dear to us. We commit these things to you and ask for your blessing. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, friends, that's going to do it for this weekly plan with me. What a challenge this was, but how fun was it to just kind of think outside of my usual way of doing things. I really like to have a viewer's choice each week. So the next video that I'm going to have up will be my May setup plan with me. And I've decided to break that into part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is going to be the month view, and part 2 is going to be the dashboard and all of the notes pages that I set up. So look out for those after this video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.